Kia ora and welcome. My name's Lisa Allen of Wintergreen Creative, and this is a general yoga flow for general happiness in your body. So we're going to start at the top and work our way down to the bottom. So please, let's begin by lying down on your back with your knees bent up like this. So you want to have your knees at the same width as your feet. You want to feel your lower back supported by the ground, so you might like to tuck your pelvis under a little bit. To relax your shoulders and turn your palms up. Close your eyes and take some nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. Allow your face to soften completely. Back of your head softening into the ground. Shoulders releasing. Arms relaxing. Feel the muscles in your back softening. Send your awareness along your spine. Take a nice deep breath in with that awareness along your spine. And as you exhale, as you breathe out, allow your spine to soften. Soften your rib cage. Soften your diaphragm, band of muscle, kind of runs just underneath your bottom of your rib cage. Soften your belly. Take a deep breath into your belly, and as you breathe out, allow it to soften and release. One more deep breath into your belly and out. I give my beautiful belly permission to soften and receive. Soften the pelvis. Soften the hips and the groin. Soften your upper legs. Soften your knees. Soften your lower legs. And soften your feet. Take a nice deep breath, imagining the air can go to every part of your body at once. And as you breathe out, feel your whole body becoming heavier and softer. I am here in my body. I am here in this moment, in this space. I am here completely. If you've popped something under your head for comfort, just take that away to the side. I'm just going to take a nice deep breath in, and as we breathe out, we're just going to allow our head to roll to the right. So we're looking to the right. And just take a few breaths here. And the next time we inhale, our chin comes back to center, our head realigns in the center, and as we exhale, we just roll our head over to the left and take a few breaths here. Imagine your breath traveling all the way up your spine to the back of your head, creating space and length. And the next time you inhale, come back to center, exhale to the right. Let all the air out, and then as you inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Release all of the air, and then inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, just relax here in neutral. Good. The next time you inhale, you're going to allow your arms to lift off the ground and to make a rainbow in the air. Allow your arms to come up above your head, and if they can, relax them on the ground. As you inhale, allow your arms to come back up now. And then exhale to take them down. Inhale up. Exhale with your arms resting here. Inhale to lift. And then exhale to lower. So the breathing's a bit funny, just listen and follow on. So inhale to come all the way up and to rest behind you. Exhale to relax here. Inhale to come up. And then exhale to release down by your sides. And just one more like this. Inhale all the way up. Exhale here, relax. Inhale to come up. And then as you make your way down, exhale. Great. Rest your arms here, turn your palms back up towards the ceiling, and just take a few nice deep breaths. From here, as you inhale, bend your legs into your body and squeeze them in. And just take a few breaths, feeling your legs squeezing into your body, feeling the muscles in your back softening and releasing into the ground. So you should feel a squeeze in the top of your thigh. So we've got some glands in here, and by squeezing into these glands, we're stimulating them. We're helping them to produce hormones. Very good for us. From here, keep this intention of drawing your legs nice and tightly into your body, but relaxing the muscles in your back. Relax your stomach. We're going to just rock from side to side. We're starting to release through our hips and into our lower back. And then just come back to center, to stillness. Roll onto your right hand side and make your way up to sitting. Hello. So make sure you're sitting comfortably. We want to cross our legs in the middle of our shin bone. And flex your feet. So sometimes when people sit in this position, Sukhasana, they feel the bones of their feet sticking into the ground or the mat. and it can be quite uncomfortable. So if you flex your foot and you aim to get this fleshy outside edge onto the ground or the mat, then you can avoid that pain of bone meeting something hard. Good. So we're in Sukhasana. If you find that your knees are up quite high, then sit on something, a block or a nicely folded blanket, something that's very even. Okay? And you want to be able to look down and see a triangle of space in this gap created by your legs. Beautiful. From here, we're going to inhale our arms up to parallel. Exhale, open. Breathe in and out through your nose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. So you'll notice that you can hear a little bit of my breath. So what I'm doing is called an ujjayi breath. So I'm breathing in and out through my nose. And what I'm doing is I'm slightly constricting what's called the glottis. So it's creating a more narrow channel for the air to pass through. So you hear the sound as the air begins to make friction with what it's passing by. So the way to achieve this ujjayi breath, there are a number of tricks that you can use, but one that I like to do is close my mouth and pretend that I am still breathing in and out through my mouth. So close your mouth and pretend that as you inhale, you're breathing in through your mouth. And then pretend you can push the air out of your mouth, but your mouth is closed. You can also do it by pretending you're breathing in and out directly through your throat. Yeah. Another way is like when you fog up a mirror and then close your mouth and do the same thing. So we're achieving this restriction of the glottis and this friction of the air moving through the throat. So this is a very beautiful breath. It brings us into the present with our breath, our focus on this kind of breathing. It's also creating a lot of heat. So it's actually really good cleansing, purification for our throat. Okay. So we'll try and work with the ujjayi breath if we can. It's also called ocean breathing. So that's a nice image that you can have if you want as you breathe. So from here, we're going to inhale, ujjayi breath, our arms up again to parallel. And as we exhale, turn our palms away from us. Deep breath in, lift up a bit higher, tuck your stomach back towards your spine. And as you exhale, bend your arms. If you can, just touch your back or your shoulders or wherever your hands get to. Inhale, lift through your elbows. And exhale the elbows down the front. Inhale, circle back and up. Exhale down the front. Inhale back and up. Exhale down the front. This time we're going to inhale up the front, reversing what we're doing. Then exhale to open out. You might hear some clicking like me. Inhale up the front. Exhale, open. Inhale up. And exhale, open. This time as we inhale, shoot your arms all the way back up to parallel. And exhale to open out down to the ground. Great. Let's change the cross of our legs so you have the opposite leg in front now. Flex the feet, crossing in the middle of the shin bone. Have you got a triangle? Are things a bit different on this side? Do you actually now need to sit higher or take the proper way? Tune into your body. So this is a very important part of yoga, that you know what's best for you. So I'm giving you all of these movements and suggestions, but it's very important that you honor what feels right in your body. You are the boss of your own body and you know it better than anybody else. So please listen to what your body tells you and respond. Inhale, arms up to parallel. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands away. Take your hands to your back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, circle back and up. Exhale down. Inhale back and up. Exhale down. Inhale back and up. Exhale down. This time inhale up the front. Exhale open. Inhale up. Exhale open. Inhale up. And exhale open. Inhale, shoot your arms up. And exhale, open out to the earth. Inhale your arms all the way up, touch your palms together. Exhale to Namaste, to your heart center. Inhale, interlock your fingers. Exhale, press your hands away, drop your head, curve out through your spine and breathe. Inhale, arms up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, squeeze your fingers together. Take your hands behind your head and then open your arms out to the sides and down. Inhale, interlock behind you, draw your shoulders back. And as you exhale, come forwards. Listen to your body, only come as far forwards as feels right. And start to melt your hands away from your back, from your tailbone. Breathe here. Make sure there's no tension in your neck. You might just gently nod yes and no. One more breath. Then press through your base. Inhale, come up. And exhale, release your hands and shoulder roll back. And a little jiggle. Change the cross. Inhale your arms up. All the way. Exhale, namaste. Inhale, interlock. Exhale, press away. A few breaths here. Let your chin just gently come towards your chest, but really listen to your neck. Listen to your body. Ask your body, is this okay? How can I respond to what my body is asking? One more breath. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze your fingers behind you, open arms out. As I exhale, I suck my stomach towards my spine and I draw it up towards my rib cage, and that helps to really empty out my lungs. Interlock behind, Inhale, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, come forwards. Listen to your body. Breathe. Be gentle, be kind. My way of moving into this position is with the idea that I'm actually melting into my body. So I inhale, I send my breath to the places that feel tight. And then as I exhale, I allow that tension to melt away, and I allow my body parts, my arms and my back, my tailbone to melt away from each other, like a sense of gliding, surrendering into the space that I'm creating in my body. One more breath. And then press through your base. Inhale to come up. And then exhale, release your hands, shoulder roll back, and a little jiggle. Very good. From here, we're going to come over onto all fours. So we have our hands underneath our shoulders, and we have our knees underneath our hips. Good. Spread your fingers right out as much as they can spread. You can't see my hands there. All right. And my middle finger points straight ahead. Good. I'm going to take a little bit more weight along my index finger and my thumb. I'm going to press a little bit more weight down there. And this is because I'm also going to roll my shoulders out. And when I do that, the weight automatically shifts to the outside of my hand. So what I'm aiming for actually is that the weight is evenly spread throughout my hand. Okay. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, drop your head and curve up through your spine. And then as you inhale, lead with the top of your head, just duck under, cascade along your spine from the top to the bottom until you've inverted the curve. Then lead with your tailbone and exhale, cascade along your spine until you're looking down. Inhale, top of the head leads, cascade along your spine to look up. Exhale, tailbone leads, cascade along your spine to look down. So repeat this a few more times, breathing along your spine and becoming aware of which parts of your spine are clumping together, are moving as one whole unit. And just send your awareness there. Imagine you can send your breath there. And just trying to separate, to get a little bit more mobility coming in along those parts. Breathe, move with awareness. Inhale as you move to look up, and exhale as you cascade along your spine to look down. Once more in both directions. Lovely. And then just come back to neutral. Perfect. Now we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Take a bit more weight along your left hand, left arm. And as you exhale, you're going to take your right arm and thread it through the gap between your arm and the rest of your body. Good. And just listen to your body. You may not be able to actually come to rest your head on the ground, but if you can, then do that. That's lovely. This is threading the needle. And before we were doing cat and cow. Cat and cow. Okay, so just breathing here. For some of us, we'll feel quite comfortable, our neck will feel nice and safe, and we could actually inhale and lift our left arm up off the ground. And some of us may even like to go a little further We'll exhale our palm away from us, bend our arm and look for our right thigh. Just breathing here. Oop, tuck myself in. One more breath. If you've gone with the modification, you've got your arm back, then inhale it up to the sky. Exhale the lifted hand down to the ground, and then everybody press with your left hand, inhale to unravel, and then as you exhale, make your way through to the other side. Breathing here, noticing that the other side might feel quite different. And if you'd like to go for the modification, then inhale that right arm up. Exhale the palm away, bend the arm and look for the left thigh. And breathe here. So in this position, we're in a spinal twist. So again, take your awareness along your spine, send your breath. Imagine you can send your breath along your spine, create length. And as you exhale, allow the spine to surrender to the sense of twist, of gentle ringing, ringing out. One more breath here. As I exhale, my top shoulder melts backwards, nice and gently, only if there's space. Then as we inhale, if you've got your arm back, take it up. If it's up, exhale it down to the ground. And then everybody inhale and unravel. And then from here, take your toes together, your big toes. Take your knees a little bit apart. Stretch your arms forward and take your head, if it can reach, down to the ground. Or you might like to support it on a blanket. And this is your child's pose. So child's pose with your arms extended, but relax your arms. Take some nice deep breaths in and out here. And just allow your body to soften into what's beneath you. Child's pose. This is what's called a recovery position in yoga. So it's space where there's no effort. We just relax and we can recover our breath. So just connect back in with your inhalations and your exhalations, your ujjayi breathing. Or if ujjayi doesn't work for you at this time, then just nice, long, deep, slow breath. I breathe to fill my lungs. I breathe to empty my lungs. I am a breathing body in space. E matua te maite, wairua tapu e. E matua te maite, wairua tapu e. Take a beautiful deep breath in, and as you breathe out, feel yourself connecting to Papa Tuanuku, our Grandmother Earth. And just taking a moment to feel the truth that you are a child or a grandchild of Papa Tuanuku, and she will hold you and take good care of you. You are supported and provided for. You are safe. One more deep breath in and out. And just sending some gratitude down to Papa Tuanuku. Thank you for all that you give. And I promise to take care of you. The next time you inhale, just gently make your way up to kneeling. And then just make your way over once more to a seated position. Inhale your arms up. And as you exhale, you're going to come into a forward bend. Again, it doesn't matter how far forwards you can come. Just listen to your body. You may like to take a block or a blanket or a bolster and pop it under your head to support it. It's up to you. But wherever you land, allow yourself a few moments to actually soften into that place. Breathe throughout your body, seeking out the parts of you that feel tight. And as you find them, send the breath to that place. Use your imagination. You can send your breath directly to the parts of you that need you. And as you send your breath to these parts of you, you send your support. You send your acceptance. I accept you just the way you are. Thank you for all you're doing in my body. Tension, pain, anything I find that needs my support, I thank it. And I also respond. I use my inner wisdom. Do I need to adjust my pose? Do I need to take care of myself? Or is this something that I can simply soften into? One more beautiful breath here. I fill my body with air. And as I exhale, I soften into my beautiful body. And then inhale. Use your hands to walk yourself back upright. And exhale at the top. Change the cross. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, forward bend. Breathing here. Breathe in and out. Become a detective inside your own body. Which parts of my body need me most? I send my breath, I send my awareness to those parts. And I let those parts of me know that I've seen them, that I'm going to take care of them, that they've done nothing wrong, that they're amazing, and that they're worthy of receiving love and support. I breathe into my body. I notice the truth of what's going on. I send support to the parts of me that need it most. And I soften and I open so that I can receive all that I need to be all that I am. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, nice and slowly make your way up. Arms come up. And exhale. Good. Take the soles of your feet together. We're moving into our groin. You might not look like this. I have this body that has very open hips. So don't worry if you're up here, this is perfect as well. You may like to sit higher. If you are quite tight around your lower back, around your hips, into your groin, hamstrings, sitting higher, sitting on the block, or even better is actually the blanket, but make it nice and even, nice and firm. That's going to help your body to just gently melt into the position without putting too much strain on it. Please also feel free to support your legs. Yeah, if you feel that just letting them hang by themselves is putting too much strain on parts of your body, you might take a block under each leg or a blanket under each leg. You can take a blanket, roll it up like a sausage, put it on your feet and tuck it under your legs, whatever works for you. This is Baddha Konasana, okay? A bound angle, or in Yin they call it butterfly. So from here, you can choose to simply sit. Yeah, close your eyes, stomach coming back towards your spine, spine lifting, breathing, relaxing. From the hips down, you're giving into gravity. You're letting everything soften. You're connecting down to Papatuanuku. From the hips up, however, there's a sense of length and lightness. So top of the head is lifting up to Rangi Nui, our grandfather sky or our father sky. These are the two energies of existence, the divine feminine and divine masculine. And this is something that we're working to balance in our yoga practice. So yin is typically associated with, in general, being, simply being. And the yang is in general associated with doing, going out into the world and being active. And we need both of these things. And often they are out of balance. So yoga is a space where we can really come back, center ourselves, and just rebalance. A few more breaths like this. And then you can choose to stay simply sitting. Or as you exhale, you can start to hinge from your hips and bring Baddha Konasana to a forward bend. Now you can choose if you would like to work with a nice straight back, pressing the soles of the feet together, allowing the groin to lengthen. Or you can choose if you would like to start to take it more into an upper back, middle back stretch, and you can start with a nice long curved spine to actually fold in. So you choose how you want to stretch in this moment. Okay. And there is nowhere to get to. Listen to your body. Ask your body what it needs in this moment. And breathe and soften and nurture yourself. Just a couple more breaths. Have a block handy, you can support your head. You can take one fist on top of the other and support your head. If your body is open to it, you can come to the ground. Listen to your body. No force. Just awareness and response. One more breath now. Good. And then as you inhale, just if you've come forward, make your way nice and gently up. And take a moment just sitting. And then everybody take your hands to the outsides of your legs. Inhale up. Close your legs together. And just take a moment sitting here. And then just opening out one leg at a time. So I want my knees to face the ceiling as much as possible, but depending on the shape of your hips, the bone structure, when you come forward, they may really want to move in. So just really listen to your body again and just ask, is this okay? Yeah? You never want to feel pain that's stabbing or tearing, that just doesn't feel right in your body. But it is okay to feel some discomfort. So you need to really ask yourself what is acceptable and what is safe in your body and respond to that. Okay. Again, sit higher. If you're feeling really tight and restricted, have your legs closer together. Up to you. My legs look super long on this angle. Lovely. Let's all have long legs together. Nice deep breath in. Take your arms up. And as you exhale, just start to come forwards. If that feels okay, it might just actually be the right place for you just to stay sitting vertically. Listen to your body. You can close your eyes and breathe. So you'll notice that the stretch has shifted. We've still got to focus in on the groin, but you may have noticed it move even more into your hamstring or other parts of your body, wherever you're feeling tight, or perhaps you have a weakness in your body somewhere. Yoga is very good at shining a light on our weaknesses so that we can respond to those, support them, strengthen. A few more breaths. As you exhale, you may find that there's some more space to claim. But work with your breath. Close your eyes. Inhale to the places that feel tight. Fill them up with air. And as you exhale, if there is space to soften in, then take it. If there's not, then just stay where you are and breathe and just honor where your body's at. There is nowhere to be but right here. I breathe and I soften. I soften and I open. And as I open, I receive. And we're opening pathways in our bodies. We're reconnecting all the different parts to each other. It's a beautiful practice of clearing pathways so that energy can flow more freely, breath can flow more freely, blood can flow more freely, and life can flow more freely for us. A few more breaths here. Just allow yourself to soften and surrender. And as you're ready, inhale slowly, slowly, make your way out. Take a moment just sitting in neutral. And then take your hands under your knees and just bend your legs one by one. And then step them into the center. And then straighten them out. Right. And you're just going to bend your right leg in to the inner left thigh. I want my hips facing center. So there are a few different ways you can practice this position. This is Janushirasana, which translates as head to knee pose or head knee pose. You can practice it with your hips straight ahead like we're doing it. There's also a version where you come on an angle and it's more of a twist as well. But we're going to practice with our hips straight ahead. Okay, sit higher, that works for you. Inhale your arms up. And as you exhale, just gently making your way forward, and your body will tell you when to stop. Yeah. So don't push, don't force, just listen. So my knee is facing straight up. I've just got my foot here slightly flexed, my left foot. And I'm sending some energy out through the sole of my left foot. My right hip is drawing around the front. Spine is long. And so just like before, you can choose, do you want to practice with straight limbs? That's a more yang way of practicing. Or do you want to take this into a more yin sort of stretch and soften everything and allow your spine to curve? So just see what your body actually needs right now and just respond to that need. And we just stay here for 2 more breaths. If you are quite open and you want to come further forwards, then you can take hold of your wrist. Relax here. You can take hold of your foot, you can take hold of your toe, you can take hold of your shin. You can rest your head on a block, you can take a bolster. Yeah, get inventive with how you support yourself. Good. After your final exhalation, inhale, walk your way up. Exhale here. Inhale, support your right knee to come up, and then exhale, support it down. Inhale, bend up your left leg, exhale into the position. What are my hips doing? I'm aligned, flexing my right foot. Inhale, my arms up. Exhale, forward bend. I'm just breathing here. Now, what am I doing? How is this side different? Do I want to work with a nice straight spine? Or am I going to take this into more of a yin stretch and I'm going to soften and relax? Listen to what your body needs. And breathe and be kind. Soften your face. And 2 more very nice deep breaths. And as you're ready, inhale all the way out. Exhale, relax. Inhale, bend this leg up and this leg. And exhale, just back into Baddha Konasana for a wee moment. And just take a couple of breaths here. Great job. Inhale your knees together and just come over onto your knees with your toes tucked under like this. So for some of us, this will be excruciating. So you can take your hands forward and relieve the pressure. For others, it won't be so bad. You can start to take your weight back a little bit. Okay. So just decide where you want to be and breathe into your body. So this is a toe stretch. We won't stay here for too long. 2 more breaths. So breathe and enjoy. 2 of my breaths. And then just come forward, relax your feet so they're flat, and then we're going to lift our knees. So we're still stretching through the feet, but you'll notice the emphasis has changed. So again, this will be really painful for some people, so listen to your body. You might just keep your legs low, you might put a bolster under your legs. For some people it won't be so bad at all. You can lift quite high. You may even take your hands off. You may take a mudra. And just breathing and enjoying wherever you are. 2 more breaths. Great, and then just gently releasing. Take your hands out in front of you. Spread your fingers again. Take your bottom up, tuck your toes under, lift through your hips and make your way into a downward facing dog. So your hands are shoulder distance apart, your feet are hip distance apart, and you're making a V shape, the ground, an upside down V. And just take a couple of breaths here, just stretching out along your torso, stretching along your legs. Press through your hands and feel a sense of lift coming all the way into your hips. And press through your feet and feel a sense of lift coming all the way into your hips. A deep breath in. And exhale, release to your knees. Come back to kneeling. Inhale your arms up. Exhale down. Good. And then just taking your hands to Namaste, close your eyes and take a few breaths here. This is Anjali Mudra. And this is the mudra of unity. Uniting different sides of our brain and the different sides of our being, the yin and the yang energies. Inviting all that is dual inside of us to unite as one. And also inviting us as individuals to unite with something bigger. And this is yoga, the union of the individual with the everything. One more breath. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, open out. Come to lie on your back. Again with your knees bent up, just for now. Just take a moment to get very comfortable, so feel your lower back is supported, your shoulders are relaxed. And then as you inhale, bend your legs into your body like we did at the start. Squeeze them down. And then just rock from side to side. Come back to center. Take your legs a bit wide. Take your soles of your feet so that they face the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And then you're just either going to hold in underneath your knees, or if you can reach your feet or your toes, take hold. And you're just going to very gently draw your knees towards the earth. So my legs are wider than my torso. And this is baby pose. Just take a few breaths here. Slightly tuck your chin towards your chest. One more breath. And then just releasing that, take your legs back into your body once more, rock from side to side. Come back to center and stillness. And then just allowing one leg at a time to come out straight. Allow your feet to roll away from one another. Take your arms by your sides, palms up, have some space. It's about 45 degrees out. Close your eyes, relax your face. We're coming into Shavasana. If you've got a niggly lower back, you might like a bolster under your knees or simply bend your knees back up. That just tucks your pelvis under and helps to create some length in your lower back. Okay, wherever you are now, just allow your whole body to soften into the ground. You've done some beautiful work, stretching and opening into lots of different parts of your body, nurturing yourself. Take a wee moment to send gratitude to yourself for making this space in your life to take care of yourself. You're amazing. And now just hand over to your intelligent body. Just give your body permission to take the reins and to begin to integrate all of the work that you've done. I hand over to my intelligent, incredible body, and I simply melt away. I am the light, 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 light of my soul. I am beautiful. I am bountiful. I am bliss. I am beautiful. I am bountiful. I am the light, 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 light of my soul. I am beautiful. I am bountiful. I am bliss. I am. Take a very deep breath in and out. Take one of your hands to the center of your chest, your heart space, and place the other hand on top. And just send lots and lots of gratitude to every fiber of your being. I thank myself so deeply for all that I am and all that I do. I am a beautiful being, and I'm doing my very best at life. And I'm making the world a better place by being in it, by sharing my gifts. I am a beautiful being, perfectly in place, doing everything I came to this planet to do. A deep breath in and out. Release your hands. Gently roll onto your right hand side. Make your way up to sitting. Take your hands to Namaste. And if you would like to, we can chant together 3 times. So we're going to make 3 sounds, U, and So just follow on with me. We're going to inhale and then we're going to chant and do that 3 times. Deep breath in. Thank you, beautiful soul.